Hello, my name's Jalise. Welcome out, everybody, to my top 10 superhero movie couples. And here's the thing, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. I said I would give a free digital movie code, and I continue doing this. I have like 2 more to go, and why not choose one of the best romantic movies alive? Get Out. I believe this digital movie code is still good. I didn't use it. I don't think no one else of my family members used it. And here's another one. I think it's get a free digital one. You just have to read it. Take that. So just pause the video anytime and you could take that one for Get Out. You know, that's the most messed up fucking relationship I've ever seen. Jesus Christ, that was a great film though. But going to superheroes movie couples. Here's the thing. I'm not including superheroes couples that were from the comic books and not basing off this list of how they were in the comics, even though I believe certain ones are appreciated more in the comics. Now, let me get to honorable mentions. First honorable mention is Wanda and Vision. I enjoyed them as a couple. I think they're a very cute couple. I just think they didn't have a lot of time in general in their timeline to just really know each other. Well, they know each other. It is just, there was just so little we seen of them on screen. It's like Age of Ultron, there was like a slight hint. Civil War, there was more of a hint, and in Infinity War, they're together and they're a couple. And when Vision eventually dies by the hand of Wanda, it is sad. But it would be much more interesting if we had more time developed for these characters, and to get the audience a more emotional way in. But Wanda and Vision, I love them in the movies. I do enjoy them. I do enjoy them as a couple. And my last honorable mention is actually one that shocked me how good it was Kitty, Shadowcat, and Iceman, Bobby, from the X-Men franchise. I really do enjoy them as a couple together. For some odd reason, I just think they, two actors, the actor and actress, they have great chemistry with each other. I think they had a lot better chemistry than Bobby and Rogue, but way better than, to me. I am in the whole disagreement that Wolverine and Jean Grey's relationship is not together good as a couple, and to me, not the greatest coupling ever. I never liked them together in the comics, didn't like them in the movies, when I think they only had okay chemistry. It was just animalistic. Kitty and Bobby is just, it seemed like a much more natural relationship, in my opinion. That was the last honorable mention, but let's go with the top 10. And number 10 is none other than Tony Stark and Pepper Potts. Why do I like them together? They are the foundation of the movie couples for the MCU. Tony Stark was the first MCU film. I mean, Iron Man was the first MCU film. So the first couple, Tony Stark and Pepper, they're great. Only Pepper could deal with Tony, and that's the best thing. And I just enjoyed them as a couple. I liked them throughout their entire films, and I really hope that we get a good ending for them. And at the end of Avengers Endgame, I really want her at least to get pregnant with Tony's child, or he officially retires. I just want a somewhat decent happy ending for them. I believe they deserve it. Number 9, I'm getting to Deadpool and Vanessa. I am absolutely shocked at how much I love this couple. Deadpool and Vanessa. I never expect Deadpool to love anyone other than Death. In the comics, but this worked. Deadpool found a fucked up person more fucked up than him. And it just works. I love them together as a couple. Deadpool and Vanessa, number 9. Number 8, the standard for the first superhero films of all time. Superman, Lois Lane, Christopher Reeve. I mean, it's a classic. This guy's trying to get his attention, trying to get Lois Lane's attention all this time as Clark Kent. He can't get it for shit, but he could do it as Superman. And when it's ultimately revealed that they're the same person, it's just even so much better for Lois. And I do enjoy the relationship throughout the films. The first 2 films. I do not consider the third film as canon or 4th film, because those were just god-awful. But the first 2 Superman films, classics, and what they did for the relationship was awesome. Superman 2 is still my favorite movie just because of their relationship. Lois and Clark, number 8. Number 7 is, to me, the most underrated superhero movie couple, Wolverine and Mariko. I love the relationship in the comics, but in the movie, I really understand it. It's kind of like how, best way I could describe it is like how veterans where like a broken person who just finds someone to rebuild them or find someone to give them more life meaning. And that's what's Mariko and Wolverine. Mariko gives Wolverine in a sense that he can love again. That not everything is on him, and she will shoulder the burden with him. I believe they could be a great couple in if there was a sequel to it, which it never will be. But I absolutely love them as a couple in this one. I could totally see them getting married, settling down. I could totally see this. I love Wolverine and Mariko. I think they're a very underrated couple for the movies and in the comic books. So Wolverine and Mariko, I'm probably mispronouncing her name, is number 7. Number 6, what do I have right here? Elektra and Daredevil. Yes, the movie version. I'm not including the TV show. I forgot to mention that. Elektra and Daredevil. Why do I like them together? I, for one, love the director's cut of Daredevil. I think it was a great film. Elektra and Daredevil, their backstory. Well, not their backstory, it's just the chemistry between Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck was really awesome. They had great chemistry, and it turns out they got married after this film. This is the movie that got them together and had kids and all that love life, and so obviously they had good chemistry with each other. The tragic thing of Elektra dying in Daredevil's arm is just so fucking tragic, and her almost killing him because of that. And it's just, I love them together as a couple. I really did. And they butchered it, and they butchered it in the Elektra film. But Elektra and Daredevil, one of the first power couples I ever. It was Daredevil I seen before Superman. Daredevil was like the first introduction for superhero movie couples that I've seen, and to see a superheroine like Elektra and Daredevil just team up, and to see ultimately the relationship go apart was just heartbreaking. So Elektra and Daredevil, number 6. Number 5, I'm gonna give it's a tie with Peter Parker and his love interest with Mary Jane from the Tobey Maguire films, and Gwen Stacy one. I cannot put the Spider-Man Homecoming one for MJ because not officially a couple yet, and I didn't really like his relationship with the first girl in the first film, Spider-Man Homecoming. But Gwen Stacy, Emma Stone, and I'm blanking on the guy's name from The Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, they had great chemistry with each other. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, they had great chemistry with each other too. I loved both of the relationships for them. I loved how Mary Jane was there for Peter in many ways. I like how Gwen Stacy was the brains behind Peter and gave him more encouragement. I just loved both of these characters together with Peter Parker and in the movies. Sad to say, they're not my favorite. They're number 5 though. Number 4 is Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. This is coming from a guy who never read a single Wonder Woman book. And the movie chemistry between Diana Prince and Steve Trevor was amazing. I just loved them as a couple. They were the power couple. She was, in a sense, innocent to this new world, and he was trying to, not corrupt her, but he was trying to, hard to explain about how the real world works. And to see their chemistry with each other and how Steve is just still trying to be a good man in this bad world, and how Wonder Woman noticed Steve's sacrifice and the goodness of his heart. I just love them together. Steve Trevor and Diana Prince, I love them. Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor, why not? Number 4. Number 3, I have Gamora and Star-Lord. Even though they hinted them in the first film, and the second one's heavily one and Infinity War together, I love them as a couple. They are our ultimate power couple. She brings his craziness down, he lets her let loose a little bit. They work well off each other. And him even trying to shoot Gamora to make that promise for her is still a strong moment. It's a beautiful moment, and it's just a great moment. I love Gamora and Star-Lord together. They're awesome. Number 2, and this is kind of like the foundation of a power couple, even though I said Daredevil was, but Batman Returns with Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. I love them together. Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Keaton had great chemistry with each other. These are lost souls, in many cases damaged souls, and these damaged people want to be together, and I wanted them together at the end. I wanted, after Batman Returns, Batman and Catwoman movie, I wanted that next sequel to the sequel of Batman Returns. I just loved this entire chemistry with each other. I just thought this was a great moment for both of these characters. I just really, really loved this entire relationship. And I really wish we had more of them together as a couple. I really wish we had a sequel again with Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer, just them teaming up against the bad guys and their different philosophies. Even though we technically get them Batman Returns, I would love to see a little bit more. I could watch a good 2 hours of that, because because it's just so damn entertaining, and they're so great in their roles. But they're number 2. And my number 1 favorite superhero movie couple is the one that not only that I grew to love, but I instantly loved it when I saw it, and it just grew on me. And that is none other than Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter. A tragic love story. A guy who could barely talk to a woman finally talks to a girl. And she's always seen something in it. She loved the man, not because he was muscle, because he was skinny. If he was skinny, I still think they would got together. Looks is not everything. It's all about the heart, and she saw the heart in Steve Rogers. I want to say Steve Trevor, but Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers' love story is tragic. I mean, they were fighting the war, and then he respected the shit out of her. He had no idea to talk to a woman, and it would just been so amazing to see them having to live the life. And to see all that happen is just tragic. It's how he sacrificed everything for the world and lost the best, even coming back from the ice and witnessing her getting Alzheimer's to bury her. It's just tragic. I love them together as a couple. The TV show Agent Carter reflects on Peggy and Steve's relationship, and she has to let him go so she can move on. It's a tragic love story, and I'm never ever going to forget Captain America: The First Avenger, the final third act scene, the final ending. He wakes up in New York, and he realizes he had a date, and cuts to black. Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers, my ultimate favorite movie, superhero movie couple. Power team, whatever you want to call them. Everyone, happy day. I was going to say happy Thanksgiving. What was wrong with me? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Spend some time with people you love. It doesn't have to be a couple, but spend time with people you love and friends and family members to make your day better. Name's Lisa, or everybody. Bye-bye.